What were your dealings like with the Department of Environmental Protection?
Well, the first time he came up here, he said, oh, there's nothing he could do, because I called about the smell. I just feel like he really didn't do anything to help me. I mean, I feel like I pretty much did all the talking and fought myself to get that pit taken out of there. I went down to their office like 3 or 4 times. I called several times and complained about the smell. My son and I were sick for like a year with just terrible headaches. It was just this sickening smell of gasoline all the time, and you just couldn't get away from it. And I told them, I said, last summer there was like a film. Every day I'd get up and there was like a film on my mirror, an oily film. So I told them I won't sign any releases at all. If something happens to me, I'm going to go after them, especially if it's my health, because I don't know what might happen from smelling those fumes for like a year. And they only cleaned it up one time. They cleaned it once.
Have you talked with your physician or your doctor about headaches or anything?
No. I've took my son several times for the headaches, and a lot of it was stress on top of everything else, you know. But, I mean, we seem like we're a lot better now that that's gone. We haven't had headaches. It's like a miracle. And I noticed when I was away from here, my headache would go away. But when I came back, I would get it again. And it was just, I can't even explain it. It was just like sitting in your car with a can of gasoline in there with you.
Oh, no.
It was bad. It was bad.
Have you noticed any other health effects?
No, I don't think so. Just like, you know, my ears. And I told them in the fall, last fall, we came out one day and there was this white stuff all over our grass. And I swear it's chemicals. I sent it off to be tested. They still don't know what it is, so we'll see. It was all over my grass, and when I would get up in the middle of the night to let the dogs out at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're down there messing with those chemicals. And when I confronted them about it, it stopped. Because we could smell chemical smells in the middle of the night, and I swear they were down there letting off chemicals while we were sleeping. And then, you know, my neighbors started becoming more aware of what they were doing. I guess it just stopped, because I don't think they should have been down there at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why couldn't they do it at 3 in the afternoon?
Have you noticed any other community effects? Has your community changed in any way?
The roads were a mess. They keep fixing them and they get a mess again. You know, wherever they're drilling, it's the road will be destroyed. And traffic, you know, lots of trucks, truck traffic, lots of noise. The worst is the noise.
What about your relationship with your neighbors? Have you noticed any divisions, or maybe bringing you closer together?
Yeah.
Because you guys are after
closer.
the same result? Yeah,
we all got together and started paying more attention to what's going on in our township. And they tried to put a compressor station right on the end of our road, and we fought it, and they're not doing it. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's not going here.
Do you know of anybody in the community that's felt expedited because they might have wells on their own property, or have leased their gas rates, or anything of the sort? No? That's good. What about crime in the neighborhood? Has anybody experienced any increases in crimes?
No.
Or any drinking-related crimes, such as DUIs, or DUI accidents, or anything of the sort?
No. Not too much crime out here.
No.
You're out in hillbilly land.
You guys are out.
I'll tell you, in the winter, they were dumping their trucks over the side of the hill over there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. They
slipping right off?
Yeah. They couldn't make the turn. They'd go to make the turn, and the truck go, boop.
That must have been a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah. They were always flopping over the hill.
Well, June, is there anything else you'd like to say? Any advice you'd like to give to anybody who might be thinking about leasing their gas rates, or maybe facing the same issues that you were facing at one point?
There is something that, like, a lot of people don't realize, that just because you own your gas rates and you sign a lease with them and they drill near your house, it doesn't mean that you're going to get any royalties. I mean, a lot of people are misled by these people, thinking they're going to get royalties. You know, like everyone on our street owned their rights. And the only ones that got anything were myself and that house there. And they claim everything went that way. So, you know, there were a lot of disappointed people, you know, that thought, oh, you know, just because you own your rights, that doesn't mean you're going to get anything. And it, you know, it's very misleading. And I think if Range or any of these gas drillers would just listen to what these people are saying, they need to come up with a plan that's going to have the least impact on people that live around there. You know, they need to make sure that no matter what, whoever lives there comes first. To make sure that their life won't be impacted. They're drilling a well right over here. I'll show it to you. But they built like this giant wall around it for sound protection. And you really can't hear it. That's what he wanted. He wanted to make sure it didn't bother any of the neighbors. The trucks, they come in, they stay in there. So, you know, I think that's a good thing, what he did. If they would just make sure that they don't impact people's lives, to make sure that they're not going to mess up their water, that's the thing. And I'm really concerned about, like, all the water that they're taking. Every road you go on, all you see is water lines in these little creek beds. And that's our water. I mean, that's, you know, that's our water. We have wells up here, and they're just like sucking everything out. And all of us realize that our water pressure is a lot lower than it used to be. And I believe it's from them. From, you know, they're taking all the water supply. There's like a little creek down over the hill there. They sucked all that out. You know, just any little place they can get a trickle of water from, they're taking it. I don't think they should be doing that. If they don't have the adequate water supply, then they shouldn't drill a well.
Do you know of anybody in the community who's had impacted water? Or contaminated water?
Yes, I met several people over in Hickory that have not had water for like 3 years. And I just found out there's another little town out towards Avella. People were sick out there. They have contaminated water. Pets dying.
Have you had your water tested?
Yes, twice.
Did the DEP test your water as well?
Yeah. They tested my water, and then I had Bear Corporation test it. They do the more extensive, you know, they're looking for those chemicals. Bear is, so everything seems okay right now.
That's good.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Is there anything else?
Nope, I pretty much told you the story.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me, Jen.
You're welcome.